Hi, everybody. I'm so excited because I have a fantastic guest. I always have fantastic guests, but extra special guest today, the political vigilante, Graham Elwood himself is here to join us for our Monday Madness conversations and good times. Of course, there's Oz, the wizard behind the scenes, and Pat, the Batman fan, a regular on Mondays. So y'all know Pat. So hey guys, I'm sorry I've neglected y'all. I did have a Friday show, but Monday or Saturday I had a really bad fall, an accident, and I was immobile for a few days. So better now. Getting better by the day. But yeah, hopefully we're not gonna have too long of a show. Graham can only stay for about a half an hour anyway, so it's all cool. We're gonna have fun today though. I have to say hello to the beautiful people. But Graham, do you want to say hi to my audience? And I think a lot of them already know who you are, like 90% of them at least.
What's up, Natural Progressive audience? Wonderful to be here. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna go live later tonight, so you can see more of me standing in where that studio is, right there.
Yep, absolutely. And by the way, yes, Sandy, she has it right. If you want to get our attention, if you're addressing us, please do at the Natural Progressive, or you can do a super chat, or you can address at Graham Elwood as well. Probably. Can you see the comments, by the way, Graham? If you can't, also find them and put them up on the screen so you can.
I cannot, but
okay. So if you see anything addressed to Graham, will you put it up, Oz?
Sure, I sure will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Environmental Coffee House Sandy is here. Hello, Sandy. She says, glad I'm feeling better. Me too. Me too. Absolutely. Oh, you would not believe the weekend I've had. Kim Centeno is here. CB, hey buddy. Troy McDermott. Ricardo the Lionhearted. Stay on the mend. Thank you very much. Book Hermit. Ricardo, I barely knows. Okay. See, this is why we need it addressed to one of us, so I don't read comments that you guys are in yourself. Do always have great guests, and most definitely Graham is the best. I'm a sweet Lave. Love this Mad Monday crowd. Thank you. I'm a sweet Lave. You know, you're one of my favorites. You and Sandy. So tell the guests to have their cell phone on the channel with no volume. They can see the chat. Okay, Sandy. Did y'all hear that?
Yep.
Okay. I'm pretty sure Graham already understands how that all works, but we don't want him to work too hard. He's a guest here. So Snork Mitchell's here. Hi Snork. How you doing? Valhalla. I sent you a link. I don't know what's going on, Val. You know Val, right, Graham? He's probably a regular on your show too. Valhalla 56.
Yes.
Right?
Many of these names sound familiar.
Yes. The Moose Gal. Moose Gal says hello, all you lovely people.
Great to see Graham. Didn't have my audio on. Great to see all you guys.
Oh, there you
Awesome.
are.
Yeah. Awesome.
Gal. I know. We're very lucky to have Graham on.
Awesome.
Did you guys see his thing with Pat, the George Carlin, right?
Yeah.
I've been busy tripping on ayahuasca. Sorry.
No, it was a great interview. You guys, it was a lot of fun. It was very entertaining.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to more of those. So
yeah,
just so you know, I think that was great. You guys are great together.
What do you say, Graham?
Don't worry.
Get a band back together one more time, buddy.
That would be fabulous. Okay,
Could
so
definitely do more of those. There's endless examples of him being 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got
Carlin material runs far and
Yeah.
deep
Yeah,
and
you got-
wide.
yeah. You got a lot of views on that too, Graham. Are you up to 6,000 now on that particular show? It was pretty.
Yeah, I believe so. It was really
Really good, really good. It was nice watching it on Rockfin, and I'm glad everybody's going over to support Rockfin. We need to do that. Get
Yeah.
off the old tubes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was a thanks for having me, Graham. That was a lot. It was fun hanging out with you again, man, even virtually.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was good to see you, and that's a great topic. It was really awesome to just talk Carlin and see how on the money he was, 20 years ago.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing? I just think he is so prophetic and just unreal how he just, I don't know. He was so before his time, I
He
think.
saw things clearly.
He really
divorced him.
did.
He divorced himself from humanity and just observed it. He said with a combination of pity and wonder.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how he embraced the future. He talked to that interview with Charlie Rose back in the 90s. He was just watching it as a train wreck. He was convinced that
Right.
we're at now. I mean, yeah, he was a man ahead of his time for sure.
yep.
Right on the money.
Okay, so with all the crazy things going on, I'm gonna wait until we're addressed in the comments, and then I'll go back to you guys. So if you want anything, you guys know what to do. Graham, what is the biggest thing that has stood out to you this week, politically, environmentally? We tackle both here on Mondays. It's just madness. We do whatever. Because special guests, you get to just help direct the show. So what do you think?
Well, I think the most pertinent thing that I've seen with regards to the environment is that the NRA is encouraging all of its members to get more guns to shoot climate change.
The shoot climate change.
Shoot climate change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Shoot it with
The right wing is doing this, or the left wing, the environmentalists, or are you talking about the environmental Nazis that people are always talking about?
Yeah, it could be any one of those groups. No, it's what all joking aside, what I've seen is like the in the middle of everything that's going on with this pandemic is that the environment is still collapsing. And one of the sort of interesting facets to me is it was definitely an unintended consequence of the global lockdown is that the air quality has gotten better because most people's cars are at home. And when I see that, I go, so look at how much we've improved the planet by not even trying, by trying to
by doing nothing.
by doing this, by doing nothing. And really that its intention was to solve this other problem, the pandemic. And I'm like, imagine if the whole world got together and said, how do we stop climate change? How do we stop the climate from collapsing? And it really feels like they could absolutely do it if they wanted.
That's something I've been pushing for a very long time, is to do less instead of trying to do more, because the more you do, it requires fossil fuels. Mm-hmm. It requires more destruction of our environment. And we've seen with this pandemic, it has, by doing less, it's helped. And that's in the Western world. When you go to other places, South Africa, for instance, it's actually doing more harm, because the people who could not work, they went into the forests and they're pretty much destroying all the endangered species and cutting down all the old growth forests just to survive. So it has different effects in different regions. So there's there's bad and there's good unintended consequences of what's happening. And you've got to pay attention to both. And we really need to have these conversations. And I really wanted to ask you, while we're on this topic, because we only have half an hour with you. So I really wanted to get your view on, or if you even watched Planet of the Humans, and get your view on what you thought about that.
I did watch Planet of the Humans. And again, it made first of all, some of that stuff I already sort of knew, and it's some, you know, I've talked with you on my show and on your show before. Some of it I wasn't aware of, but not surprised that, of course, the fossil fuel industry is weaseling their way into, you know, alternative energy, and they still.
And you know that's trouble.
Yeah, of course. Anywhere they're involved, it's trouble. They're not like getting off of fossil fuels. They're like, how can we keep one foot in fossil fuels while putting up this sort of,
Yeah.
you know,
They're just adding energy use. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not decreasing fossil fuel use. And then the biomass is, I don't know about you, but there was a scene where they were grinding up live animals. One of them was a horse, which almost made me cry. And biofuels, it's like, that was heartbreaking to me.
It's brutal what they're doing, but the overall message of like, can't come up with some technological thing to get us out of this. We have to, first and foremost, like we were just talking about, we have to just use less. We have to stop consuming. We have to stop buying all this. We have to stop making all these products.
Yeah, we can't just buy. And this is one of the first things that I went on your show to talk about, was not buying our way out of it. We can't buy our way out of it. We can't buy energy efficient appliances, buy solar panels, tough quit. We can't buy our way out of it, because anything we produce is taking from nature.
Yeah.
Every single thing. So, and that discussion, I am so happy that that movie came out, because then that discussion can be had, and we need to discuss it. It's not an easy answer, and of course you and me, we both want to make things work. You know, we want it to turn out right.
Christine, I mentioned on
Wait.
Okay.
Graham was about to say something,
Oh, no,
and then you.
All right. Well, I was going to say what the timing of Planet of Humans with being released in the middle of the pandemic actually is sort of the perfect time to have this conversation, because I think in terms of at least people in the West, or people in, you know, cities or even smaller towns or whatever, we're all seeing, like, you know, let's say, for just the economic reasons of the economy coming to a grinding halt, and we have whatever 20-30% unemployment, which, or somewhere near it will happen, is like, you know, families with like a married couple with 2 cars is going, well, we don't need 2 cars. And, you know, offices, I mean, I'm just seeing it here in Los Angeles, even as businesses are starting to come back, there's no way these big office buildings, they're sitting there going, look, we've had our whole staff working at home for the last 3 months. Why are we paying for this big office space? The employees are going, why am I, you know, spending 45 minutes each way in traffic when I can just work from home? So, and that, you know, the economic motives behind more, you know, working at home actually help the theme of push the theme of Planet of Humans, of like, you don't need to consume as much. You don't need 2 cars. You might not need any cars. You could just, and we don't need these big office buildings with all of these computers and printers and all this stuff running full throttle. And there's, so it's really going to be interesting to see
what happens now,
especially because most of it is motivated economically, but there is this kind of slight unintended benefit of the environment. And so I think now's the best time to have the conversation, because everyone's seeing the old way isn't working one way or another, because of the pandemic has like sort of pulled the cover off of everything. Our government systems aren't working, or all of it aren't working. So now I think is the time to have that conversation.
I love it. Okay, I have more to say about that, but Val, go ahead. It's your turn.
Yeah, I was just going to bring up the eco trials, the ecological criminal trials on the internet that the people of the earth having, they could be mock trials, to bring up this conversation, you know, and, you know, a lot of these climate criminals are getting away scot-free. You know, the Five Sisters oil companies, BlackRock, the capitalist military industrial complex, the MSN prostitutes, you know, but I guess I talked about it on Sandy's show the other night. People seem to be kind of interested in it, but what does Graham think about it?
Well, I mean, when you're talking about the people are just having these sort of trials on bringing these people out in the open, I think it's
Yes.
part. Yeah, I think it's a good thing because as we're seeing, and the Black Lives Matter protests that are really showing. What I've tried to make the connections on my show is like the specific, defund the police message of Black Lives Matter. I go that applies to sort of everything. Like on a that's a domestic policy, but on a foreign policy, it's the same way. You brought up military-industrial complex. Well, we outspend the next 7 countries or 10 maybe countries combined on military in the same way. The city of Los Angeles, I'll use as an example, spends 54% of its operating budget on LAPD, and we have a homeless problem. There's a total inequities between white neighborhood public schools and black neighborhood public schools. So like if we cut that budget in half and spread that $1.5 billion around for more social programs and homeless and all this other stuff, we would have a more equitable city. It's the same way on the federal level. And I think it's all of this needs to be exposed because look, we have a part of the police brutality is fueled by a private prison industry.
Yeah.
Right? and for-profit prisons. So the same model is used to plunder the earth, so I think like people are starting to see all of these connections, and all of these little
Wouldn't that be awesome though? To have
Yeah.
like trials and judges and I'm not saying government because government's but I'm talking about the people of the earth versus the climate criminals and having trials. Bring up
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Same-
job for Val and Uphill Media.
yeah.
Yeah.
I see the president as Herman Goring.
I mean, in the same way these protests are like, look, they're protesting outside of mayors' houses and city council members' houses. I hope the protests keep going when, to like you say, the CEO of Exxon or Monsanto, like keep it going. Just keep
Monsanto.
I think they should. I'm rooting on the protests. Keep going. Keep going. I mean, because it's not just about Black Lives Matter. Yes, that's a huge part of it, but it's a lot about the social inequality. And there's also, the police brutality against white people. In Utah, you see that more because there's not as many Black people here. It's more against Hispanics because we do have more Hispanics, but it's against everybody. And people are desperate and they do desperate things, especially when they're broke. You know what I mean? When they're broke, they do desperate things. And of course, crime's going to go up. And of course, drug use is going to go up because they're desperate or they're sad and they just want a release from anything. So, yeah, I mean, I think just because of the social inequities, Osama's here. It's gonna, things are gonna happen. And by the way, I have to read the messages that are addressed to us real quick. Gazar says humans bought their way into this mess, but money can't buy us out. I appreciate that comment, Gazar, because Gazar is awesome. Let's see. Less is more says I'm sweet lady. You are too. Oh, Chili Love's here. Let's see. Moose Gal, what y'all think of the progressive wins from the recent elections? Still hoping Charles Burker beats Amy McGrath in Kentucky. What do you think? Oh, in Kentucky, there's your area. You're close to Kentucky, Val.
Yeah,
So
I am like 5 miles.
Hey, can I ask Graham a political question?
Sure.
For the political vigilante? Yeah. Graham, what do you make of all this this Russia Putin stuff about having hits on these American soldiers for a bounty? What do you think? Is this another Russiagate hole that they're digging?
I mean, overall, yes. It is. Did Putin? Even if Putin did this, sure, it's awful and not good, but it's more of a distraction. It's more to just the Russian narrative. And again, look, Putin, he just said that he wants to, he's trying to amend the constitution that says he can just be in power for the next 16 years. And a lot of people in Russia are like, wait, what's going on? Absolutely, we should be critical of that and be aware of that. But we can't, as the American empire, cannot sit here and be critical of anybody until we're critical of all the stuff we're doing.
Until we fix our own house.
Yeah. Well,
let's not worry about that.
The CIA and the United States have been putting bounties on other countries forever. So this is the hypocrisy of the whole thing. And Joe Biden, the way he's polling right now, he doesn't need this on top of that. So the New York Times, remember Judith Miller, got us into Iraq, and they're trying to load this Russia crap on top of Trump now too. And he's losing in spades. But that's why I asked the question. Thanks for the answer. Appreciate it.
Jenny Boyled wrote bland posts. Jenny says, enjoy eating while you can. Sorry. I know that was to us. Sorry, Tanya Delaney. Hi, Tanya. Antiquated laws have to be overhauled. Taking money out of the law enforcement and putting it into homelessness will result in homelessness no longer being a crime. True that. And also making, addiction not a crime as well, making that a health issue, I think.
George Carlin said we should use all the golf courses in the country for homeless to build low-income housing.
Why not build a tiny home village? I mean, tiny home villages. A lot of cities have made them illegal, which is ridiculous.
As I was talking to Graham about, this musician built a bunch of just box houses for people, and LA just came in and raised them over. Said no. Wow. After people had moved in, and I mean, it was just
Okay, we got to hurry this up because we still have a thing to get through. But Jillian Love says Russia doesn't invade and have 1,000 bases.
Yeah, where do those charges? Where do they originate from? Like where did that start spreading from?
What charges?
That Russian.
Oh, the New York Times. No, they're not naming their sources or anything. It's one of those. But
they broke the story.
Yeah, they broke the story. I mean, they shut down their newsroom till December. So what's going on over there, guys? The New York
Times. We have to really get to our new Monday game. We previewed it Friday.
Go for it.
And the game is whether a headline is true or false. It's environmental edition. And so I don't know. Am I the only other one who came up? I had Graham come up with one. So any of you, Oz, Val?
No, sort of.
No.
Okay. All right. Because I'd really just rather have 3 and then have people try to figure out which is real and which is false.
Go for it.
Okay.
Who wants to
start? Want me to go first?
Yeah, yes. Go ahead.
Okay. The Chinese are kicking our asses as far as like aircraft carriers. They're building more aircraft carriers. And they put a lander on the dark side of the moon, and they also are making solar powered cruise ships. And they're not cruise ships; they're more like river boats. Mm-hmm. And they're solar electric powered river boats that they have cruising in the major Chinese cities. And,
okay, you got to do it in a short headline form.
Okay, well that's
Val.
So they're using electric cruise ships in China.
Okay, China builds electric cruise ships. Okay, number 1. All right, so Graham, do you want to go with yours?
Yeah. NSA demands budget increase to up surveillance of ice caps melting.
Okay. Nice. Mine is zombie fires erupting in Alaska. Embers left smoldering underneath the ice and snow in the peat. Okay, you guys in the audience gotta guess which one is which ones are real, which ones are fake. Let's see what we got.
Okay, give us like numbers 1, 2, and 3. So I'll be like number 1.
Yeah, Val's number 1. Graham's number
True or
2.
false?
I'm number 3.
I hope I can remember that.
That's all right, Grandpa. You'll remember it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so which one's true? You guys, I don't understand what you're saying because you're just saying false, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, you
True.
can't just say true, false, true,
True,
false.
false.
You have to say
Okay.
Pick a number.
true.
Sandy says Chris is true. Book Hermit says the only one is true is Chris. Rich Diana says true on me. Don Hooligan says zombie fire. That's new. CB Ungsley says second. Who was second? Was that you,
Graham.
Graham? Okay. Sandy says 3 is true. Okay. 3 is true, Book Hermit. Second is false. Okay, buddy. I'm so yeah. Sorry. Someone tell Maureen already had variable frequency drive.
You know, I
Sorry.
feel like we're not
Mitchell.
utilizing Graham's game show host.
I
skills.
know, we're just
he's
not.
the expert.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think he
Like,
did a great job, though.
Graham's-
That
Graham's-
was fantastic. Okay, Graham was really good because you fooled several people. So Graham was the false one. The other 2 are true. So
Yeah, mine was true.
mine was true. Mine was true. So most people got the fact that mine was true. I think because most people here watch Black Bear News and he covered it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
I just
cheating.
made that up on the spot.
That's good.
that was perfect.
Well
I
done.
told you we were going to do some of that improv. Use your talents because it's fun. I hope you come on like once in a while and join. Isn't this fun, Monday Madness?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah. It's terrific. I love seeing Graham. He's just one of the people, and he's getting in here and shaking it up with us. We really do appreciate that, Graham.
I appreciate what
Me
you guys
too.
do, that you are so focused, Chris, and I've said this to you before, like that you're so focused on the environment because it's important. I try to,
It's very important to me.
but the environment, as I've said on my show, and I know you say it, like if we don't fix that, everything else is
Moot. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. The academic.
We kind of need a place to live. It's kind of important. Besides, this fruit cocktail tree is true or false?
Yeah.
I'm thinking false. 'Cause
False.
That one.
I mean, there is such thing as grafting, so you could put a few different fruits on the same tree. So maybe true. There is such a thing as grafting.
Yes.
I don't know. The more I get into gardening, oh my god, I'm so into gardening. Oh my god, having a lovely time. Almost, except for when I was down for 4 days. I think I lost some food. I'm really sad because no one watered for me and I couldn't move. I was stuck in bed for 3 days.
Dreaming of fruit cocktail trees.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? To have,
Yeah.
Oh, cherries and oranges and pears. Oh my. No,
Great.
I mean, you know, when you grow something yourself, it tastes so much better than anything you can buy in the store. It's amazing. Rich Diana. We had the best people here today. Seriously, humans here. I don't think I said hi to human. And Jean. Oh my gosh. Okay, we get the best people here, Graham. Like seriously, all your best people come here.
Yeah, that's right. That's
They
right.
do.
We see them all over.
great.
Really,
great.
they do.
And on Rockfin. You betcha.
Only Mitchell's only here when you're here.
He surely is.
Yeah, that's a different story altogether. But I love Mitchell. He's been on before, like on my Monday Madness, because we love Mitchell. Most of us do, anyway. True Smack and Activists on the corner. Gravity is a theory only now. There's no molten core in the spending stuff, and all the crappy thing is like really fake enough. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Is she saying that there's no molten core in the earth? Is
I'm
that what
pretty
she's
sure
saying?
there's a molten core in the
Yes.
earth, unless all the science
Has
I
to
learned
be.
was wrong.
You have a
I
magnetic
don't
field.
know.
It creates a magnetic field and also heat. Thermal
Oh,
heat,
yeah.
volcanoes, So yeah. Also, one of your subscribers, one of your subs, Cougar Antinatalist, One of her videos, well, I don't know if she's big time, but kind of well-known lady, animal rights lady, got run over by a truck. Her name is Regan Russell.
No.
And it's like on the 18th of June, she was protesting these pigs taken to slaughter, and they said the truck driver maliciously. This was in Canada, by the way, at a slaughterhouse called Fearsome.
Oh, Kameshwari Kate is here. Hi, Kameshwari Kate. How you doing? Oh my God! How come all these new people? Like, I mean, they're not new. They're here, obviously, because I make everybody a moderator. If they're here and they're respectful, they all get to be moderators. It works out really well because everyone respects everybody, and I don't have much problem with trolls. So are the best people. Anyway, so I know they've been here a few times if they're a moderator. Yeah. Anyway, is there? I know you've got to go because it's already been over a half an hour, Graham. But what else do you want to talk about? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to get a point across? Do you want to promote anything? I know you're going to do some more stuff with Pat because Pat and Carlin and Graham. And this is made to be.
I mean, since Pat and I met in a comedy club, I'm sure we'll talk more about George Carlin. And as Pat was saying earlier, there's just like a wealth of Carlin's material that is, painfully applicable today.
Painfully applicable. Nice.
It's I would just ask people if they are new to what I'm doing, just go to grahamelwood.com and subscribe to my show. And
and Rockfin.
And
Rockfin, I live stream every Monday night on Rockfin. I'm going to be doing that later tonight.
What time is that, man?
I think I usually do 8, but since I'm going to try to do 7:30 Pacific time.
That would be like 10:30 Eastern.
That would be 10:30 Eastern, correct?
I think so.
And I'm going to try simulcasting tonight. I've never done
it.
Wow, that's good.
Oh, fun. I simulcasted before with Sandy of Environmental Coffee House.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I did it. It was amazing.
We'll have to watch. That'll be fun. So
it is.
And I would say, too, to everybody out there watching, there's a lot of ways to be an activist and a lot of ways to participate. Live protests are great and all that stuff, but emailing your city council and I think there's way more to be done actually on a local level than the federal level.
Participate in those teletown halls and speak up.
Go to town halls, run for city council if you want to. I mean, that's what we need. We don't need to the Democratic Party's not going to save us, so we're going to save us. So we have to get involved in a million different ways, and there's all ways to participate. And the fact that people are even taking time out of their evening to come on and watch this show is great. So, get involved whatever way you can and spread the word.
Okay, cool.
And
I hope you'll come back. Yes, shave your knuckles for justice. And definitely watch Graham Elwood, the political vigilante. He's on almost every day now. It's pretty cool. And
awesome.
And I really want you to come back on Monday Madness. I feel more comfortable having you on here. It's my own. This is my turf, and you're so much bigger than me. It's like I feel so insecure when I'm on your show, but here I'm me. I'm just me. So, and I have my great support group here and in the chat.
Hey, before you run, Graham, are you going to cover this phony Democratic convention, which is going to be a big deal for Joe Biden coronation? Are you going to cover that at all?
I think I'm going to be covering something more important, probably like professional wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's cool.
That is cool. Oh my God. Are you guys not excited that Graham is on Monday Madness?
Hey.
Okay, like a month and a half. I really, really want you to come back on.
Yeah, come on and say hi.
It's
crash the party. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. Just whenever you want me to come back on, let me know.
Cool.
I will.
Thanks.
Oh my God,
Graham.
I'd invite you every week.
Yeah, we love it.
Because you're just fun.
You're just fun.
Actually, everybody I do invite every week. It's just like with the disclaimer: if you can't come on, great. Just here's the invite if you feel like it. That's kind of the way I do it. So, and these guys are my top.
Support group.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your 12-step program.
Yeah.
Yep. And
12
then I have
step
Women's Wednesday where it's mostly women.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because they don't speak up enough and they need to. So,
Right.
all right. Well, I'm going to let you get out because I know you have things to get ready for. And I'll
Thank
just.
you, Graham.
Thanks, Graham.
And I'm getting really sore sitting here, and I fall flat on my backside. It's hard to sit for very long.
Broken
so,
tush.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a broken tush.
It's not broken. It's just highly, highly bruised.
Oh, okay.
Because
Highly
I'm
bruised.
tough.
Get better. Yes, I said that. I said you were really tough.
Yeah. Post the pictures, Christine. We want to see.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
No, I can't.
It
Oh
would be
my God.
pornographic if I showed you where the bruises were.
Oh my gosh.
It would be bad.
Okay.
Not happening. Not happening. You're not seeing my bruises.
Thanks for having me, Chris. And
Thank you so much.
See you, Graham.
Thanks
Take care.
for coming, Graham.
Thanks, guys.
Say hi to Ron and stuff.
I will.
Yeah.
Shave your knuckles for growth. Oh, and we always got to do live long and prosper, bitches.
There you go.
That's kind of a sign out for us.
See you, Graham. Thanks.
Have a good one.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, that was so much
Yeah,
fun.
he's awesome.
I love having Graham on.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Am I lucky or what?
Yes, you
You
are.
are.
You're lucky, lucky lady. Lucky, lucky
I
lady.
followed him since I was like one of his first 300 subscribers. I was in there. So
There you go.
now that he has almost 70,000.
Yeah,
he's
you're a
awesome.
legacy subscriber. That makes you a grandma subscriber, right?
Yep. Well, I'm a grandma anyways. 'cause
grandma,
My son went and married a gal with kids.
There you
so.
Well, that's
Grandma.
handy. That's handy.
I have lots of four-legged grandchildren too. so.
Cool. Cool. Do they look like they take after their dad or their mom? Probably mom.
Good question.
I know mine
Right.
take after me, or I take after them.
I didn't
so.
know. Where'd Tuff go?
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Tuff? He's laying here.
Yeah,
You can't see
yeah,
him.
yeah,
He's looking for Graham.
yeah. This is,
Maybe.
yeah, this is a little different
Okay.
different format. We're going through the live stream studio, so we don't have your icon down there, but it's got everybody squared in the cameras on the
Except
sheet.
we got an extra 2 cameras.
Yeah, where are
cam
those
3, I was
two?
cam 2.
Where are those 2 cameras, Shanda?
Well, I thought
Sandy.
Whitney would be here and Sean would be here.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
so-
what happened to them,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
whatever. They missed out on being here with Graham.
Yes.
I
I
didn't.
also invited Bram.
Yeah,
was
Bram.
invited,
Yeah, I still haven't.
And Kelly Lane was invited.
Yeah, I've been having. Yeah.
They
it's-
must have got nerves or something.
Oh God.
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, they could have.
it was
But
Graham.
the time was a little confusing.
Yeah, it was.
Why? It's my normal
6
time.
o'clock.
Oh, I
It's-
thought I got confused by it, but always
Fat
do.
Friday and Monday get confusing. That's only an hour earlier. on
Well,
Friday.
no, I did it earlier on Friday because usually Sandy does one on Friday that's at 7. I think she changed it to Sunday though. So
What's
I
DSLR?
don't know.
What's
Now I'm
DLSR?
confused.
Do you know what DLSR is? What's DLSR? Sandy asked me, "Do I use
That's
DLSR?
camera.
A camera?" Oh,
Sandy
okay.
said she posted her garden on Reddit Homestead and showed how
Cool.
I laid down in a yoga mat to plant. Oh, I talked to her about that. Yeah, I mean, you have to get creative when you have back pain and crap to plant stuff. I actually now have those shower stools for people who can't stand in the shower.
Oh yeah, the
One of those to sit on while I garden.
the grandma stools for the showers. Yeah, I've got one of those for myself. Yeah,
so I
yeah.
got one to garden with now.
Yeah,
so
they've got
I'll
they've
use
got
that.
convenient
Cool.
they've got convenient holes and ports in them. You can put your drink in there or whatever.
Yeah, or you
Yeah.
could put your little trowel. in
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Cool.
No,
And
that's handy.
it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's how I'm going to be gardening. I have a yoga mat too.
Yeah.
And
Right
but-
on.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Okay, read some comments. I really want to keep it short because
Yeah.
honestly, my back is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And been long and hard.
Okay, well, I'll go first. Troy McDermott, Saving the Planet's work. It's work, yes.
It is work. Yes, it is.
Next,
Okay, and Tanya says a multi-fruit tree has already been created. I know. That's from grafting.
really? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, you can put multiple fruits on the same
Oh,
tree.
okay. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. Why don't they do
Yeah.
it? for nothing?
I
Why can't
don't
we get
know.
one at Home Depot. Too many questions. Forget it.
Ah, don't give up. Don't give up.
Why is the sky blue? I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's It's
Is
smoking and G sharp. We have abundant squash plants right now. Nice. You know what's happening on my squash is not getting pollinated. So it's shriveling up.
Yeah.
Hate when that
And
happens.
I'm even trying to hand pollinate it now.
So
And
that's a bees
I-
pollinating, Gene. You don't have any bees or what?
Well, since the horror hound, went past its prime and flowered,
Uh-huh.
when the horehound was flowering, I had tons of bees. Now that the horehound's done, I don't have hardly any bees, but I did plant a whole bunch more flowers.
Oh.
So I'm hoping I'll get more bees.
Gene wants to know if
So-
there's any good news. Is there any good news out there? And
Is
is
there
lowering the
any-
sea level
Well,
sexy?
I don't have good news. I got bad news.
Yeah.
Somebody got shot and killed in a protest in Louisville.
Oh yeah, we lost
kinda-
somebody in Chop in Seattle too the other night. So
Yeah, so they're kind of shutting down some of the protesting in Louisville.
yeah, I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
But I think the dude who shot the protester in Louisville was crazy. Unhinged, went a bit loony,
Was-
cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Wasn't Donald Trump, was it?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, there you go. Just
But remember,
checking.
Trump's gonna play Herman Goring in the Eco Nuremberg trial.
Okay, you
play the part of
gotta
Herman
have that
Goring.
role.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sandy!
Sandy, what'd Sandy say?
Something about knowing a whorehound, and she punched her in the face.
Uh
Oh,
Woof woof woof
Oh,
woof.
Sandy.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
oh.
Sandy.
Oh, good lord!
Sandy.
It was nice to see you, Mitchell. Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in.
Mitchell.
Plant broccoli and let it go to seed to keep the bees around. I am actually, broccoli is my next plant. I have it ready to go. I'm going to start my fall garden.
Cool.
I do have to show you guys. Hopefully, I can get a really good video of the stuff that's doing well. And yeah,
Tanya says use a little paintbrush to hand pollinate. Little paintbrush.
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Still
But I've
waiting
been
for some
taking the
motorcycle.
the male squash flowers and you pull back the petals and you can just touch them to the female ones. The problem is the female ones are not open when I have the male flowers. But I've learned you could snip off the male flowers and put them in a baggie
Mm-hmm.
and keep them until the female flowers bloom, and then they're still good to pollinate.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's what I've learned. So now that's what I'm trying.
Cool.
So cross your fingers for me because I really want some summer
Okay.
squash. Let's
Val, we got to see some motorcycle videos from you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna crank them out, man. It's just kind of hard to film while you're kind of riding, but I've been riding like friggin' Mad Max.
You can
Do
rig
it.
something up. You can rig.
Get
You're,
one of
you're a
those-
clever guy.
They have
No,
those mini tripods that will connect. You can connect it right to your handlebars.
Yeah, you just want to see me crash. Yeah, I can do that
No.
for you too.
No,
I
we
can-
don't want to see
I
you
can do
crash.
that for you too. I'm excellent.
You wouldn't
No.
crash,
No.
damn it.
No crashing.
Okay.
Ricardo says the Supreme Court on Monday struck down Louisiana law that could have left the state with a single abortion clinic. Wow. Well, good for the Supreme Court. I can't believe that with Brett Kavanaugh on it. What a fucking dork. Have you ever seen that picture of him when the new picture with all the justices when he just got there? It looks like a freaking comedy. Like,
Really?
Comedy of tragedy.
He's standing there with this big ass grin on his face. All the judges are, and then he's like, "It's the stupidest face I've ever seen on a fucking Supreme
Yeah,
Court
can't-
justice.
yeah.
I can't believe
He can't believe
actually got
he made it
confirmed.
through. So yeah,
It was-
there's another one.
Oh my god!
Yeah. You can kiss the
was
Supreme Court
ridiculous.
goodbye. They're terrible. So yeah, they're clowns.
Oh my gosh! There's
Send in
lots
the
of
clowns.
gardening. We have to do a garden show. Just
Yeah.
because gardening.
Gardening and cooking. Pat, cooking, Pat.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put me on the spot. But
Yeah.
okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
Liquor is quicker, says smoking and Gene Sharp.
Yeah, the singing cook. The singing cook.
Osama, you were
Yeah.
invited too. Why didn't you want to come on and say
Yeah,
hi to Graham?
Osama.
Damn it.
Osama was on the dive this morning. He in the audience.
He was?
No, I wanted to get him on the dive, but he was in the
Oh,
audience.
Osama, you got to go on the dive.
Yeah, we got to get you on the
sometime.
dive, Osama.
It's
That's
Have
fun.
you invited Graham?
You know
Brian?
what? I've had so many things going on with Joy and her eye thing, and I've got to meet with Pasta and Fiorella tonight, and it's just we had this with Graham, so it's been a crazy week. I did upload one of Sandy's recent videos to Rockfin, and I'm going to upload more. I'm having trouble downloading yours, Chris. Is there something weird about your videos that doesn't let me pull them down? Have you got them private or no? I don't know.
No,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
I'll figure it out. So
And I have them Creative Commons, so
okay, they
Shouldn't
should
be
come
an
down
issue.
easy. Yeah. Okay, I'll figure it out. It's one more thing.
I don't know. I'm just happy Graham showed up.
I am too. It's nice to have.
I was really
high-profile-
stressed, and then I messaged him about the thing on the improv. And okay, quick poll, everybody: yay or nay? Do you like the headlines, the true or false headline game that we were doing?
Yeah,
Yay or
it's
nay?
okay. It's okay. We can improve it.
Just needs to be formatted a little more tightly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I am not freaking a producer. I'm just trying.
No, I got an idea for you. I'll shoot it by you. It'll be fun. I like it. I think it's great. Anything you can switch up, especially in the time of pandemic when we're all chained to our computers, is fun. So
Right.
let's make
All
it
right,
right.
I'll tell you what. I'll make you a
Graham
little,
is kind
a
hearted.
splashy little intro for it.
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah.
With music and everything.
Yeah.
That would be
Right
fun.
on, Pat. You're so nice. Can I,
Okay,
give me- tell
Tanya
me what you
says
wanna call
yay.
it.
Yay, Tanya.
Okay, anybody else?
Yay.
Anyone else?
Yay.
Opinion, yay or nay?
Yay. Yay.
The game is fun, breaks
Yay.
up the show. And
Yeah,
gets us
hell
to
yeah.
think. Cool, thanks, Sandy.
Yeah, we're going to do games on the dive
Yay.
too. So
Val
that's
says
a
yay.
good idea.
We
Yeah.
already know you said yay.
Yay.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Yay.
All right.
Phil Hellis.
I got a question
Yay,
for you
says
guys.
Jane. Cool.
What's that, man?
You guys know how to catch a polar bear?
I do.
Uh-oh.
I do.
She
I
does.
do. You place pea. Oh wait, no. First you dig a hole in the ice. Then you place peas around the hole. And then when the polar bear bends over to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Oh my God. I think my teeth are going to break out of my head and fall on the ground. That was
Oh.
great.
Well done, Chris.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wow.
This joke
I don't get it, but
is like a family member. You have to know exactly how to tell this joke if you're a member of our family. It's something that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation, and if you get it wrong, you're no longer part of the
Ostracized.
you're
family. You're
out of
done.
the family.
Yep, you have to know that joke.
Wow.
That's funny.
Good job, Chris.
Thank you. I practiced that.
She's got many talents.
Oh my god.
Comedy being one of them.
And I'm not that.
And that's
funny.
what I wanted to ask Graham tonight. Tips on comedy, but I didn't make it to
Well,
it.
Oh.
we only had a half an hour with
Yeah.
Graham, so it is what it is. But he said he'll
The
come
only way to
back.
get good at comedy is to go out and suck at comedy.
Really?
Right.
Really?
To be a
I'm
stand-up.
gonna start inviting him every
Anyway.
every month.
just write and perform, and you'll bite it hard the first few times, guaranteed, for a while.
I figured you're funny or not.
Well, there's
I
that
hate
people have
these.
people have a predisposition
Slushy
for it, or
ice. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to ask Graham was President Bush 43, Baby Bush. He was a pretty funny guy. He should have been a comedian, not a president.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
he was not funny as a president, but he would have been a funny comedian.
He just seems like a really fun guy to hang out with, but not a good president.
No,
and
terrible president. Got people
Not
killed.
yeah, and not a good moral person altogether.
Wrong. He should have gone into comedy. Somebody should have told him, "Hey, man, being the most important person in the world is not for you.
All right.
You need to go into comedy. Something safe. Keep the humans safe."
Buck Hermit says I have a good stage absence. Buck Hermit brings so much to our lives.
Okay, so is your ass still hurting?
Yes.
Okay, you might want to call
My
it-
tailbone is black. That's why I can't show where I'm bruised
Black?
because my
Damn,
tailbone is black.
you are tough. God, you're tough.
Well, I couldn't sit
Wow.
for 3 days, and I couldn't lay down, and I couldn't move. Thank God for Valium,
Yeah.
like because I had spasms from hell. Now I'm not on anything. It's like 3 days, bam, bam, done. Just enough to get me through.
better hope your jaw never gets bruised, because you know you can't stop talking.
True, but I do have MTJ or MJ. I don't know what you know that
TMJ.
TMJ. I'm dyslexic. I never get it right. I have that, so I do have a bad jaw, and sometimes I can't talk because it seizes. It's weird. Okay, guys, I
All right.
love you all. It was so nice to see you. I'm so happy that Graham made it, and Sandy, it was so cool to have you. Kim, love you.
Yes.
Kim, both Kims, Kim and Kim Centeno, Tanya, Jean, I'm Sweet Leaf. Don Hooligan, you made it. He says Bush was a good puppet, but he was no Reagan.
He was no Reagan. No.
Oh my gosh. All right. Kamashari Kate and who am I missing? Troy McDermott. Osama, you should have came on and talked to Graham. Smoking and G Sharp. I love that name. I don't know why. It's fun. Ricardo the Lionhearted. Thanks for coming. Rich Diana. Am I missing anybody? Tell me.
Got everybody there.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm not ending. Oh, human. Graham Elwood.
Troy McDermott.
Simulcast tonight, 7:30. Oh, he's posting the thing for Graham Elwood tonight on his simulcast. So check out, you got to scroll up in the comments, and Human posted Graham's simulcast link. So Jean, Antinatalist Cougar, hello, thank you for coming. And Julie Love, of course. Torstein was here.
Damn.
I miss Torstein being here. Osama, Muscal, of course, love you. Thank you for coming. All right, I think we got everybody. I think.
Yes, you
I hope
did.
I hope I didn't miss anybody. All right, Oz, you're clear to do the outro. Peace, love, and live long and prosper as long as possible, bitches.
Bitches!
That is cool. That's LSD, man. That's friggin' rocks. Definitely LSD.
Definitely LSD.